on, y'all? Just thought I'd come up in here real brief. I see that the game supposedly had come on a little early tonight. Seen 4:30, usually come on a little later, So I'm like, let me go ahead and get this in real quick, man. Talk to the people, man, real quick for the championship game. Who y'all got tonight? Y'all got do y'all got TCU? Do y'all got the Georgia? Guess we're gonna find out, huh? So, man, as y'all see, man, by my poll, man, I ain't gonna hold you. I ain't even finished the replay of that game. I'm like, man, I'm cool. I'm ready to go on to the Bucks, man. So I'm like, man, but I did come away with some things. And I did, last night and this morning, I'm like, man, Monday's game is cool, it's good, and it's kind of like, right? So, but we're going to get to that, man. Like I said, we're going to be a brief. So, my question is, right? Are they hungry? Right? So, Curse, Micah, they like to talk a lot, right? But your troops as a whole wasn't ready to ball. Now, let not your heart be troubled. Now, let that not happen on Monday, right? You see, regarding the outcome of the game, it didn't matter. I wasn't tripping. But I'm like, if you're going to go out there and risk our boys and risk health, then you best to be, the pros better outweigh the cons. In yesterday's game, the cons definitely outweighed the pros. So by that performance, I'm like, are you guys truly hungry? Yeah, we got our own issues. Yeah, we got boys, coming back that we're going to talk about. But my question is the gang truly hungry? Is we truly hungry? Is we truly understand what's at stake? Do we truly understand that there may not be no tomorrow? Do we truly understand this is the best chance of getting it all that you didn't had in a long time, and you never know when these type of opportunities to come back? As seen, it's been over 20-some years since we had an opportunity to go ahead and be confident and say that, yo, the Cowboys can play with anybody. Does everybody have their weakness? Indeed, they do. Does Dallas have their weaknesses? Indeed, they do. However, don't nobody care. Play to your strengths. So, now when I say that, is they hungry? I know Tyron hungry. Tyron see an opportunity. Why else you think he would volunteer going to right tackle? I know Zach Martin hungry. You don't never really see Zach Martin too much make strong quotes. But Zach Martin understand what's at stake here. And Zach Martin would be goddamn if they let this opportunity slip away. Too many times we came in thinking, yo, we got this. And it ended up not being the case. DeMarcus Lawrence, are you ready? Because the whole year, yes, she'd have made some plays. But early on, I seen a lot of selfish play. Michael Parsons, you talk all about this lion like you in the jungle, like you a lion king. Well, let me see you hunt on Monday. The passion for football, it's not questioned. The love of the game for Micah, it's not questioned. But hey, you took on the load of a leader. So one thing that I want to know and what I want to see is how these boys going to respond is, did Micah take the next step as a leader that we also talked about in the offseason? Because all that comes into play right now. Curse, all that comes into play right now. You know, I know a lot of the things has been going on with the defense, but to be honest with you, we worried about the wrong things, y'all. What I'm worried about is we're going to run the football, right? See, let me tell you something, man, about your $40 million quarterback, right? No matter how well has he been playing, no matter how well can he play, no matter what he has done before, in order for Dak Prescott to get the most out of Dak in a big-time game situation, you got to run the football. Him being in the moment, it's not in question. But you go ahead and run the football like that against Tampa Bay and see what you're going to have coming towards you. Now, I understand that the Commanders is probably the toughest front that we've seen all season, and we'll see even for the remainder of the playoffs. I understand the Tennessee Titans, right? We talked about that before. Tennessee Titans, their run defense is good. Their coach good. However, Tampa Bay, if you don't think that they're going to come in all out for the run, you're mistaken. See, Tampa Bay, they got Vita Vea, Keem Hicks, Golston, David, White. So if you're not getting to the second level, you in trouble because they're going to make your day hard. Now, let me say something. So I'm watching the game, and one thing that I peeped was Dak Prescott wasn't comfortable with his offensive line. You see, we talk about Terrence Steele, Tyron Smith. Let me tell you something. The MVP of this offensive line was missing. And that is Tyler Biadasz. Are there more talented people on this offensive line than Tyler? Yes. But that man is the glue. He's the glue. Right? Connor McGovern, he could do his best. Did the offensive line look as crisp as it was when you had Biadasz and company in there? No. You could tell there was communication issues. There were some pressure issues, right? Dak had bodies in his face. Me, I came in with the understanding that guard was a little bit easier than tackle. See, I thought that, hey, you made a tougher transition to left tackle, Tyler. So you going back at a position that you played all off season, where the transition still will be different, but want to be as tough as playing tackle. I thought that, hey. But to come to find out, that adjustment, right? You see, we can talk about continuity all we want. Let me tell you something. If you got 5 guys who know what they doing and can play ball, you'll fight through that. Indeed, Lo. They didn't. Indeed. They just thought that they were just gonna execute something basic, something simple. Washington was that was Washington's Super Bowl. And if you was gonna sit over there and play these starters the whole game, then you had best to be coming with a game plan on how to beat the Commanders. But they didn't. Hey, let me tell you something with Peters, man. But and he looks so old. I ain't even gonna lie, man. That man looks so old, man. I look out of all the bodies that's coming back, the most important one that I hope comes back is Tyler Biotish. Now, knowing him, see, I watched a little bit of that Lions and Packers game, man. And they had said, man, how Frank Ragnow, the center, shot up his leg or his foot pretty much every game to be able to play. Now, I know a high ankle sprain is tough for a lineman, and I had one myself, so I understand. But Biotish, I know he'll health is first, right? But Biotish, how many opportunities that you gonna have for this moment? Knowing the center that we got, I'm pretty sure that at minimum, he's gonna give it a try. And if he can't help the team, it'll probably be a wrap to hopefully maybe next week. See, one thing I like about the Monday game is it gives them an extra day to rest. It gives your OGs an extra day to rest. It gives Biotish an extra day to try to come back, right? A whole 24 hours treatment does make a big difference, right? Now, it is a short week if we was to get past. But who cares? It's playoff time now, man. You rest when the season is done. This winter go home. I mean, we've been going through this and having unfavorable schedules for so long, it don't matter. The odds has been against us all the time, but it don't matter. You had a week and a half, y'all, to get ready to go ahead, man. You had some rest and to get ready to go ahead and do your thing. See, I wanted to go see watching that film. You had one decent drive. What's going on, T-Dub? You had one decent drive, and that was a score to CeeDee Lamb. And the rest of them was pathetic. Right? Are you distracted? Are you scared? Are you nervous? What's going on? Just got real. It's winter go home. On this momentum thing, I like it to a certain degree, right? Because as I stated last night, we have went through the last game to go ahead and prepare, right? We went through the last game to go ahead and prepare and win that last game only to get bounced out the first round. So how much momentum? See, somebody like the Jaguars, momentum is key. But a team that has playoff experience and has been there and done that and is fresh off of playoff experience with your young guys, and we should know better. It's the time is now. Ain't nobody gonna hold your hand and walk you through. Right? Ain't all that talking about we need to be held accountable. That's done with now. If you got to sit over there and talk to these guys of being ready at this point in the season, then it's over. If you got to motivate these guys after that whooping that we done took last year against the Niners, when it's looking like we got a possibility to see them one more time, and that don't motivate you, then you ain't ready. Thought that would be LeBron and want to shit, but I can agree with that, Hoodlum. You know I gotta talk about that. Oh, you know I gotta talk about that. Let me tell you something about Noah, man. I don't know if they got something personal going on. Noah must have promised Dak that he got a few women for him in the off season. I don't know if they messed around and said that, hey, I'm gonna go ahead, you feel me? Hey, you get me this incentive. I'm gonna go ahead and gift you this, or I don't know what they got going on. But boy, I'm gonna have it. Boy, it works my last nerve to see Dak go at Noah like he had never like we ain't got T.Y. or Gallup and CD and Schultz. Bro, every time we throw it to Noah Brown, what happens? Chaos happens. You get overthrown. You get a bad incomplete pass on the third down. You get a pick six twice. Bro, like Dak don't understand that with his top 3 wide receivers and Noah Brown, there's a huge, and I mean a huge skill difference. If you're willing to throw it to T.Y. Hilton on 3rd and 30, what makes you in your right mind I want to throw it to Noah Brown in clutch situations? Boy, I didn't had it with that. I done had it with that. Every single time. Every time we throw it to Noah, something bad happens. What will Romo be doing? Is that number 88? How many people we got on him? 10? It don't matter. It don't matter. He got 10 on him. It don't matter. But here come Dak. Want to come with the mindset of sharing is caring. He want to come up with, if I eat, you eat. Man, let me tell y'all something, man. If Dak do that in this playoff series, look, Noah Brown, I rock with Noah Brown, right? But his PT should be at a minimum this game. And when I mean a minimum, I mean a minimum. I only want to see packages 3 wide. I only want to see our main 3 wide receivers. If you got to go too tight, you know the tight ends that I want to see on the field. I want to see Schultz. I want to see Ferguson. I want to see TP involved more. I don't want to see Noah Brown on the field that often. I should be like, oh, that's you, Noah? Oh, man. When they give you some PT? Because I swear, if I lose a game because of Noah Brown again, the man got the you know that song, The Case of the X, The Case of the Drops. Come on, man. Clumsy. Noah Brown, clumsy. Hey, Noah Brown, hella clumsy, man. Hey, clutch situations. Hey, I think Noah get ready. I think Noah get ready. No, he get ready to mess up or drop it. Hey, then he'll mess around and just hit the ground. Be like, I'm supposed to make that play, but I fell down. They'll give us, oh, but no, no. Boy, you clumsier than a mug. Boy, get out the game. Get out the game. When I see the previous game, when I see Dalton Schultz getting jump balls in the end zone, there ain't no way that you should be throwing it to Noah Brown when it counts. Bro, how do you sit over there and throw it to the same section, the same spot twice? And twice the same thing should have happened, but the second time it happened. I bet you, what's his name was like, is he doing this again? Oh, he really about to do this again. He really about to throw it at him. What is he doing? But hey, I'm ready to go take this to the crib. Let me tell y'all something. My $40 million quarterback. As much as we love the way that he gunslinging, but we don't love the interceptions. So, you know what Dallas going to have to do? As stated yesterday, we're going to have to get back to that Cooper Rush football. Pound the heck out of that ball. And hey, if you got to make a play, make a play. You got to go ahead and extend it. See, the thing is, right, we can still over and play that Cooper Rush football, but what do we have now, right? We have the read option effect, right? We have somebody who could take off and improvise on some things, right? Somebody that can go ahead and play action, throw on the left and throw to the right, right? Added bonuses, but it should be the same formula. What's the formula that got you here? It's the same formula that you need to go ahead and put to go ahead and win this game. Is the Tampa Bay Bucks beatable? Indeed, they are. Should we beat them? Indeed, we are. I believe the spread is 3. Now, do I expect it to be a close game? Indeed, I do. But I'm tired of taking that Tom Brady ass whooping. I'm ready to go ahead, man, and send him back home and make him rethink that divorce with his wife. I want him to go ahead and plan vacation next week. I want his locker to be packed out because he know that there ain't going to be no tomorrow. That's what I want. What's the, like I said, this team has overcame adversity all year. Well, here's another one. Brady has had your number since Noah's Ark. Philly, ain't nobody worried about Philly. I'll be honest with you, I ain't worried about Philly. The real game is going to be the next game, right? It's either going to be Minnesota or the Niners. And it's a possibility it might be Minnesota just because of the third string quarterback situation with the Niners. That should be another one. Does the league want to see a Bills and the Cowboys Super Bowl? Maybe. Do we want to see the Cowboys in the Super Bowl? Indeed, we do. Can this team go to the Super Bowl? Yes. But there's gonna be some things that got to be done though. Is Kellen Moore? The question is, right? Is Mike gonna mess around and have Kellen Moore on a short leash? That's the real question. Hey, yeah, hey, he ain't no Donald Driver, huh? Nah, I agree, Lo. We've been talking about that for a while now. And that's why Micah's body is 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 feeling the way that he feels. Now, was he gonna have bumps and bruises? Yeah, of course, right? And I believe he lost a little bit of weight as well, right? So when you losing weight and then you sitting over there playing with the big boys and you fighting these big 300 some pound tackles every play, that takes a toll on you, right? That's probably a reason why Demarcus Lawrence want to mess around and be like, hey man, I'll go ahead and leave, stopping the run with you other folks, man. Hey, I lost all this weight, and he'd have messed around, probably been eating them beyond meat, them beyond beef burgers and stuff. He'd have messed around, you know what I mean? Been eating vegan sausages and whole little salads and stuff. So he lost the weight. So he like, hey, look, if I lost his weight, I just want to get to the quarterback. I got incentives that I'm trying to get. I don't want to mess around, you know what I mean, to stop the run. Nah, I ain't trying to hear none of that. All that talk that you didn't messed around and had, hey man, somebody gonna have to set that edge. Micah's not an edge setter. People. I've been hearing people for the longest say that Micah is a DN. No, Micah could play DN. They say, is Micah a full time linebacker? No, Micah is just a ball player that you need to be able to have a defensive coordinator that can use him to his maximum capacity. Can Micah get 20 sacks? Yes, he can. Can Micah get 5 to 10 interceptions? Yes, he can. Can Micah get 100 plus tackles? Yes, he can. So if you got a guy that can do all that, then you should be using him to the maximum capacity. There's no way that Micah shouldn't know how he should be studying every single lineman across the board. You know why? Because he should be lined up on every single lineman. He should be lined up on the weak center. He should be lined up on the guards, right? So the Tampa Bay tackles are back, right? So guess what? He should be lining up on them guards. He should be whooping on them guards. And if Donovan Smith and if Tristan Wirfs want to go ahead and clamp down because Micah's there, then guess what, Lawrence? Then guess what, Sam? Guess what, Fowler? You got you a free sack. But if you go ahead, you see there was what was it? I think it was Philly. Philly did this to us. I believe either they did it to us or the Bears. I can't remember. But Philly messed around, right? Had somebody come inside, but then had dude wrap around. It was Sweat. He wrapped around, but it was a design rush. We should be getting creative like that with Micah as well, right? If we're going to rush Micah inside, we'll go ahead and have a Sam Williams or a Fowler or a Lawrence in a wide nine position and make that tackle wide out. So you got one-on-one with a bum guard. Why is we sitting over there rushing Micah the majority of the time on these teams' best linemen? What? Because he can do it? That doesn't make sense. What would Aaron Donald do? What would the Rams do with us? Right? If am I gonna line up Aaron Donald 100% on Zach Martin, or am I gonna line them up on a majority on Connor McGovern? It just doesn't make sense for you to go ahead and not play chess. And then another thing is the Broncos trying to take Dan Quinn again. Is this a distraction for the Cowboys? Are they thinking about next year, or is they thinking about right now? Will Dan Quinn take the interview, or will he pass it up till after? Will Jerry go ahead and keep Dan Quinn and say, hey, man, we don't want to lose you, so come be my head coach? Because you got to look at it, Dan Quinn, right? As much as we like Dan Quinn better as a defensive coordinator, the way that he comes and impacts every team that he's on, he's going to automatically get looks for head coach. So what do y'all want to do? Do y'all want to go ahead and have Dan Quinn back and have Dan Quinn hire an offensive coordinator of his own, which he should? Or do you risk losing Dan Quinn, and maybe go get somebody else. Maybe go get a what's his name, Brian Flores or something. Go get somebody that can go ahead and really coach these boys that can build off of what. You see, one thing for sure, I don't know if Michael Parsons will respond well. I don't know if Diggs will respond well to not having Dan Quinn on his team. I'm pretty sure, if we being honest, Dan Quinn, I gotta be real with you. I gotta be real with you. I think the Cowboys gonna have to make Dan Quinn your head coach. I think Mike gonna have to be gone, and regardless, he gonna have to be your head coach. Because I don't think Dan Quinn just want to mess around and just be coordinator his whole life. I think he want to go ahead and have another head coaching position. We've seen Dan Quinn make it to the Super Bowl, but we also see him have an offensive coordinator who likes to choke in big games, as he chokes again in big games with the Niners. But one thing's for sure, Dan Quinn ain't no dummy. Dan Quinn brought in an offensive coordinator who get things done. See, Dan Quinn know that, hey, my forte in offense. I'm a defensive coach. But one thing's for sure, let me go bring somebody in that can do this thing. And one thing's for sure, right? That will probably be the best thing for this team, to go ahead and get rid of this Kellen Moore philosophy. You know, we sit there talking about Jerry Jones want to win and things, right? So how does Jerry Jones want to win, but you keeping a bum at offensive coordinator such as Kellen Moore? How is that a winning mentality? What would anybody who want to win do? We see Kellen Moore go ahead and give us this, I don't know what he want to call play calling, right? You got to force this man to run the ball. If I'm be honest with you, with success or not, he should have been fired. I'm going to be real. They should have fired him early on. They should have fired him at the Tampa game. Mike McCarthy should have just took play calling in. So Mike McCarthy, you want to go ahead and mess around? So you already gonna get somebody. You already gonna be somebody head coach, regardless, right? You done coached your way into that. 2 back-to-back playoff seasons, you're gonna get somebody a head coach, right? But the cool thing about it is, do you want to leave the Dallas Cowboys in this manner when you know there could have been some more of it? Are we really gonna mess around and allow Kellen Moore to throw us into the ground? See, if you throw the ball 45, 50 times against Tampa, it's over. It's over. It's over. Jerry Jones said it before the offseason. We said it in the off and during the regular season. Yo, run the ball. Bro, I don't care how much you paying Dak. Yo, in this moment right now, hey, when it's time to unleash Dak, it's time to unleash Dak. But until then, run the damn ball. Run the ball. Bro, there's no reason why Dak should be throwing the ball 40 times. No more. Unless it's just that time. See, like I said, there's times where you got to throw the ball to open up the run, and there's times where you got to run to open up the pass, and there's times where you just do not give up on the run. You see, one thing for sure, like I said, Dak was not comfortable with that new left side of the offensive line. I seen it. I seen him keep an eye on it. You know, I would see him look over a little bit in the film. When I got the two of the strongest guys allowing people to go ahead and be in my lap, how could I trust? How could I trust? I got damn near 700 pounds with your left guard and left tackle, and they get in my lap. Jason Peters need a cane out there. Bro, I need Biotis back, y'all. That's one thing for sure. I need him back. Look, Jason Peters, man, messed around, man. Look, man, I don't know what we done messed around and got him from the senior home, right? You know, he fresh off his disability, off of disability, man. Hey, I don't know what it is, man. But we gonna need Tyler Smith back at tackle, man. Bro, what the thoughts on Aaron Rodgers might retire next year? The Packers should have never brought him back. Y'all should have went with Love. Y'all should have put that money elsewhere. That make a deal. I don't know too much of what that deal would be, unless it's Devondre Campbell or something. Dak has a no trade clause in contract with mine now. A-Rod though. But but one thing's for sure with the Packers though, it's impressive that they even got to that spot though. I'll be honest with you, because the Packers they wasn't really like that. So it was pretty impressive for him to be to that spot, right? He ain't had no weapons. He ain't had no weapons. Unless they want to give me what's his name? Elton. What's his name? Elton. Oh, I forgot his name. Is Elton something? Is it Jenkins? No, it ain't Jenkins. That lineman for the Packers. I'll take him. But they paid him, I think, so he ain't going nowhere. But yeah, there's a couple I'll take on the Packers. Maybe Kenny Clark or Devondre Campbell. Or don't they got? Yeah, I'll take Campbell, Clark. But yeah, Aaron Rodgers, he a good quarterback though. But hey, either he gonna be in a winning situation or it's over for him. Low, 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 low. You trying to get my hopes up right now, low. You trying to get my hopes up right now, low. You trying to get my hopes up right now, low. You trying to get my hopes up right now, low. Oh my God. Oh, let me put this air on. Deron Payne? Yeah, because who knows? Who knows if Hank is gonna be back, right? Who knows if Hank is gonna be back? To be honest with you, this defense though need a 3-tech that can get upfield. I know that I'm telling you, hey, look. Say for instance, if Dan Quinn go to head coach, right? Grady Jarrett. We need somebody, right? See, look. See, that's why I said in that trade deadline, man, that they should have probably made that priority, to be honest with you, right? I understand wide receiver was definitely needed. But man, having a 3-tech that can get upfield. See, we're forgetting, man, that when we had Tristan Hill, he was out there giving pressure. And it was help making his defense to another level. When you had somebody that can pressure the quarterback from the interior, right? We know Tristan Hill with no 350, but he had that quickness that can get upfield that made a difference. And what will make a difference with this defense is one, a real linebacker and growth from your young linebackers, a 3-tech, Payne for sure, and probably I get another vet corner. Probably get a vet corner. Get a vet corner. And pair that with Bland. Get a vet corner. Get somebody that's already been playing. Because we know with this team, when it comes down to them picking corners, it's hit or miss. Duron hit. Kelvin Joseph miss. Nashawn Wright, I don't know. He ain't even though he's been playing better than Kelvin Joseph, it ain't like he been showing that he was a hit either. Right? It ain't been showing that he a hit either. We know for sure Diggs is a hit. We know Bland is a hit. That's it. That's it. That is it. Byron Jones. I'll take Byron. We know we ain't gonna get no picks, but if he could be solid, man, and I'll take him back. I'll for sure take him back. I'll take him back. Why is he up? The Dolphins talking about getting rid of him? Because I know he signed that fat contract a couple years ago, didn't he? And then he could play safety too. That'll be a bonus. That'll be a big bonus. That'll be a big bonus. I'm telling y'all, hey, I'm telling y'all, if we don't got Biotis this week, we in trouble. We in trouble. I looked at that offensive line. Do we want that? What's his name? Tryon on Peters with a speed rush? I don't think so, y'all. I don't think I want that because I don't know. We see. Look, even me, I ain't gonna lie. Even me, we always looking at Connor McGovern as a liability, but in that offensive line, Jason Peters is a liability, right? We probably got. See, look, it's crazy because we probably got better at right tackle, even though still was a Pro Bowl player. I ain't gonna take that away. But Tyron Smith, man, hey, Tyron Smith that messed around and pretty much damn near matched that level with the rust, right? And with him not working on playing right tackle, he just came in and just offered just straight talent. So thank God for Tyron, right? Because just think if we didn't have Tyron and we would have had Ball in this situation. Oh my gosh. If it come down to things, right? If it come down to it, say for instance, if Biotis don't play, you might gotta throw Tyron back at left. If we gotta have Connor McGovern at center, you're gonna have to throw Tyron Smith back at left tackle, y'all. And you just gonna have to maybe do the rotation thing or Peters or whatever at that right tackle because it ain't worth it. You have to get that left side under control. You have to get that left side under control. Because if you don't, because you got because the cold thing about it is, right? Check this out. You got Akeem Hicks on that side. You got Vita Vea that's gonna come on that side. So you got these guys that's gonna get that left side. See, ain't nobody gonna touch that right side. They scared of that right side. And so and looking at some of that tape, some of that pressure that Dak had, that's his fault. That's his fault for holding the ball. It ain't all his fault. And when Dak Prescott felt comfortable enough to have a clean pocket, he made some decent throws. So I'm not going to take that away from him. But we just know for sure that this ain't going to work. This ain't going to work, y'all, with this offensive line. Look, we done been through many combos. But with this offensive line, the way it's made up, hey, you would be better off signing on McKenzie. What's his name? Bernardo. you be better off bringing in what's his name, man? That tackle that we had, man. What's his name, man? Jeremy Pardell. Was it Jeremy Pardell? Because you might as well go get Ty-Nsekhe or something. Because this ain't gonna work. I'm telling y'all, this ain't gonna work, y'all. I've been cool with the combos because it's been a mainstay. We've been able to keep it, right? You know, left guard or mess around, come in. But hey, as long as we had Tyler Smith at left, Zach at right, and our center, hey, if we had to go ahead and mix and match, it was what it was. But with this mix and match, nah. Now it's good for reps that if we had to do it, it should look a little bit better than what it did. But yo, we cannot run the rock with this. I even see it being a problem when we pull, right? We know that Tyler Smith at tackle or wherever you're at can pull, right? But with Peters having to move, Peters look like his knee get ready to go out. And with Connor McGovern may having to yank that and pull, It's a little bit different having to snap the ball then going, you know? I don't necessarily want that for them, right? I want to put them boys back at where they're comfortable at. So I hope I see on that practice report, man, Biotis limited participant. A couple of these days, I need that, y'all. He didn't have what? How long he had? It's about to be what, about 2.5 weeks he'll have? Maybe going on 3. And you know what though, Lo? They have to throw the ball more to Tony Pollard to go ahead and help move these chains. They have to throw him the ball a little bit more. They have to, right? I understand, you know, hey, we're just trying to get through, right? We got through lucky. Hell, I know what's his name got dinged up a little bit. What's his name? The rookie Bland. He got banged up a little bit, but nothing concerning. He'll be back, right? And we getting guys back. One thing that I noticed too, Damone needs LVE next to him because him and Bard, Damone look lost. Damone looks lost with Bard. See, LVE, we also took LVE veteran leadership in the linebacker room for granted as well, right? He's telling, hey, Damone, don't worry about that. I got that. You just do this. This your responsibility. We know Bard don't have that. We know Bard don't really have that understanding, but LVE do. So it's nice that we go ahead and get big, what's his name? Big Hank back, who can take up 2 guys, who ain't moving, who gonna squeeze it down, who gonna allow, you know, LVE. See, if we got LVE in them going, see right now, hey, look, what ain't being discussed, and I did this film session a couple weeks ago, what ain't being discussed, and he's starting to really pick up his play, is Osa Odighizuwa. Osa is starting to make flash plays, y'all, right? And what we got him for, it wasn't for him to be flashy, but he's starting to make flash plays. You'll see a couple plays where he just, boom, he'll go in the inside, cut up, and he up in there making a play. He'll go ahead and skip. He's crossing face very good. He's getting real comfortable in there, right? So if we can continue to build up on that, that's going to be beautiful, right? Chauncey Golston, he playing out of position. We're going to be real. I don't want to see Chauncey Golston. I want to see Chauncey Golston used as Tyron Crawford. DN on base situations and rush him inside on pass rush situations. What's so hard about that? He's not, I know they was trying to go ahead and experiment. He is not a full-time 3-10, nor should they ever put him right there. When he came out, he was a work hard in the run game type of player. That's what you got with Osa. So go ahead and use them, boys, the way to quit trying to go ahead and experiment with these guys because they put on a little size. That's not them. Use them to their full capacity. Micah Parsons is not being, I don't care if Micah had 30 sacks this year. He is still not being used to full capacity, and we got to put some of that blame on Dan Quinn. I see people use the excuse talking about with Dan Quinn. Oh, Seattle and their Super Bowl run, they gave up damn near 200 yards. Well, that wasn't every game. They wasn't getting punked in a run game like that every game. I see something. What was it? I watched it too. I finally watched it. The Pivot podcast with Trayvon Diggs and Michael Parsons. I watched it finally. And they said that Dan Quinn really doesn't say too much of nothing. He lets them do it. He lets them figure out. I didn't like that. I'm going to be real. I did not like that. I did not like that. He said, you know, I know he used that example with him because you really don't have to tell Michael Parsons if he's playing bad because Michael Parsons, you know, knows when, hey, he's just not good enough right now, right? Micah know that. But, bro, Dan Quinn needs to put his foot down, right? See, Dan Quinn too nice right now. I'm going to be real. He too nice. He too nice right now. I know you're a player's coach. You get down to the details. You teach. But, hey, sometimes my coach got to get on my line and let me know and keep it real with me. and let me know, hey, this standard, this performance that I'm putting out, even if it's good or bad, it got to be better. You got to raise that level. I look at Bobby Wagner, take his game to the next level. I look at Chris Clemens. He got the most out of Chris Clemens in the down years. He got Bruce Irvin's best years. He got KJ Wright's best years. Richard Sherman's best years. I see all these guys, right? It wasn't about the cornerback because they went with what, Byron Maxwell and Walter Thurman, right? So it wasn't that they just had these just elite corner, but they had elite play elsewhere. Who gonna step up? What good is having all these DNs and you can't get nothing going on in the? So why the hell you got all these DNs and supposedly supposed to be getting real beefy inside, but you get slaughtered? Has the run game looked better? Yes, I acknowledge that, but it's still not to the point, right? I see the point of attack being better, right? And it will be better with Hankins and LVE coming back. That'll be better, right? The passing defense will be better with LVE. Your run defense will be better with Hankins, right? Your linebackers will be able to run and hit, because one thing's for sure, your linebackers having to go ahead and fight through a little bit more trash with Carlos Watkins and Gallimore being your main dudes, and we don't want that. But at the same time, look, I'm not mad at y'all for feeling the way that y'all feel. Is this the same Cowboys? Is they gonna do it? Is they scared? Is they folded? Is Killer Moore gonna get in the way? Is Mike McCarthy gonna let us choke? Dan Quinn ain't put. I ain't mad at y'all. Dak, man, the criticism when it comes with Dak, I ain't mad at it. Because at the end of the day, what has Dak won? See, one thing that I said about old Dak Prescott, right? I said, hey, Tony Romo is a better quarterback, but I think Dak Prescott will win more than what Tony did. And so far, it's looking like that's probably going to be the case. But do something. You see, but you didn't have teams that Tony Romo hasn't had. And you have the ability to get it done. Is some of that on Dak Prescott? Yes. Is some of that on coaching? Yes. If we can get to the second playoff game with Linehan, how the hell we can't go all the way with this coaching staff, even with Kellen Moore? I agree, Ori. Hey, Johnny, they gonna have to do something. Low, talking real greasy. Hey, especially after he gave him that rib shot, talking real greasy though, Low. Hey, I remember when Dak told Tom Brady the other time we're gonna see him again. What, that last year or something like that? Hey, Dak be talking. Sometimes Dak need to hush his mouth too. Hey, Dak starting to be like DeMarcus Lawrence now. Just talking. Got all the confidence in the world in your team. See, I think Dak be knowing sometimes. Dak just want to go ahead and just act. See, Dak be knowing. You ain't think Dak was like, I need another wide receiver? Gallup, I don't know what Gallup doing. Hey, Dak better dismiss me with that. I'm comfortable with Noah Brown. He better dismiss me with that. Look, Noah Brown, you did an excellent job early on, but your true colors do come to the light when the funk really go down, and the funk really going down right now. And what happens when the funk really go down? You out here dropping passes. You out here being clumsy. You done been in the league. You done been in the league, man, since Adam and Eve, and you done messed around. Don't know how to run your route correctly. Hey, but you right though, y'all. CD gonna have to play out of his mind though. That's just the reality of this shit. CD better not let no Jamel Dean and what's that other dude name, man? Damn, what's his name, man? But corners that he should be sitting over there giving this work to. CD, I know you remember what happened last game. It better not happen again. It better not happen again. It better not happen again. See, we gotta be real with the situation. We just gotta go with, hey, even though it's improved, your run defense sucked. Your Dallas Cowboys is a pass rush team that's bend but don't break. You're searching for a third corner. Let's hope that Tyler Biadasz come back or your offensive line suck. Dak needs the running game or he gonna suck. Kellen Moore suck again. Mike McCarthy need to get a backbone. And when I mean backbone, telling Jerry, hey, man, did you allow is you coaching or mom coaching? This man ain't doing the job, and he's gonna make you lose the damn Super Bowl. So is you gonna go ahead and give this play caller to me, or is you gonna allow this bum to throw it all away? What you gonna do? What you gonna do? I told y'all his leash is only 1 quarter. He on that BS in 1 quarter, his leash is gone. His leash is gone. He don't need to be in there no more. He don't need to be in there no more. Killer Boy wrote that thing on a piece of paper, man. He like, all right, man, Ash Madden. He like, he like, hey, brother. You know on that Dallas Cowboys playbook, man, on Madden 2023, man. What's that one play, man, over there in that pro style? Oh yeah, let's run that. Hey, so CD, you run this slant. Noah, you run this slant on top, right? And TY, you run this slant on top too. And let's hope for the best. Hey, this man, I swear, some of the things that he be calling is be like, all right, man, let's just hope for the best. Let's just hope for the best. Help is on the way, but will help matter? Help is on the way, but will help matter? Will it matter? Will it matter? I don't know. As much as I believe in the ability of the Cowboys, but even I come in with the thinking of, hey, we didn't have many coaches, many players, and it all has came into the same result these past 20-some years, not getting it done. We didn't have many Pro Bowl players, Hall of Fame players come through, teams that should have did more, but we haven't. Will this be the year that the team gets it done, or will this be the same year no matter what it is that they don't get it done? Because I'm going to tell you like this, having Dan Quinn, even on the first year, for you to get bounced out by the Niners, that's disappointing. That's disappointing. But the cool thing about it is you can mess around and have a redemption. You can mess around and see Tampa and get over that. You can mess around and shut Philly up. You know what I'm saying? With Jalen Hurts at quarterback, you can mess around and get your lick back with the Niners all in one season, all in one playoff spin. If we can get that, boy, that'll put a smile on my face. To beat the Bucks, to beat Brady, send him home, send him in retirement, and then to beat Philly and send him home, because we talking all off season, and then to go ahead and beat the night. Oh my gosh, I want that fade to beat them, and then do something that we haven't done in years and go to the bowl. Oh my gosh! But the cool thing about it is the difference between going to the bowl and being one and done is like this. It's like this. Just one little mistake. One time that you didn't come ready and it's over. But one thing that went your way and you can go on to the next round. That's the margin of winning and losing. Right? As you can see with the pick six. Hey, one drop ball in the air. Boom. Pick six is over. That's the margin of winning and losing. We was punked last year. We was punked in training camp. And we've got punked the past couple weeks. It's time to go do some punking on Monday night. All that extra stuff, all that talk, it's over. It's over. 7 days from now, it's on. 7 days from now, it's on. Ain't no more gonna have your back. Ain't no more talk. Ain't no more holding accountable. Hey, it's either you put up or shut up. Ain't no more excuses. We young. Ain't no more liabilities on the field. Ain't no more experiments. Your best 11 on each unit should play. I don't want to hear about your pinky hurt. I don't want to hear about none of that. It's playoff football. People play with things the whole year. But you said them guys in your locker room was your brothers, though. You said that this team, this chemistry is something different. You said this team is made up of the right stuff. Well, if that is the case, then let's see on Monday. Or we'd have messed around and then wasted a whole September, October, November, and December for nothing. We done wasted 4 to 5 months. All that talk. Just to go ahead and fold when it's time to put up. Hey, right? Hey, they don't need to be there. Hey, you right, Loke? They don't need to be nowhere. Right? They said that they band together. Hey, kiss your wife, kiss your children. See y'all in a month. I see y'all in a month. I see y'all, man, when I come back and chill for Super Bowl week. See you for a couple of days, then I'm getting right back to it. It's go time. No more liabilities. No more Nashawn Wright playing 80% of the plays, 90%. No more. We signed Xavier Rhodes. Hey, he needs to get all the PT. It needs to be him, Bland, and Diggs getting all of it. Curse, Wilson, your ability to be able to cover some is going to have to come into play. We're going to have to turn the ball over. We're going to have to get back to the way that we was winning, y'all. That's just the point. That's just how it is. That's just how it's supposed to be. If Dak don't get it done, We're gonna have another conversation. If Dan Quinn don't get it done, we're gonna have a conversation. If Mike McCarthy don't get it done, we're gonna have a conversation. If Micah Parsons play like he did against the Niners, we're gonna have a conversation. We're gonna have a conversation. You done waited 365 days to get to this point. Bro, if they ain't fired up right now, ready to go, I don't know what is. If they ain't ready to go ahead, man, they fired because I'm fired up. If they ain't fired up, then I don't know what's going on with them. If they ain't ready out there to man to show, have pass popping, I understand Brady gonna get that ball out quick. They gonna have to understand that one. Brady gonna get the ball out quick. In certain situations, Diggs, Brady is not scared of you. Be on point. Godwin will be lined up on probably the rookie, and he gonna try you. Rhodes, he gonna try them legs. DNs, he gonna try to see. Hey, you remember where Fournette was running last time? In them B gaps outside. He gonna attack that again and see if you're ready. See if you're ready to go ahead and set that edge. Because as soon as he find out that you can't set that edge again, Fournette going for another $150. So Pastor Troy, because hey, Tom Brady gonna test him. Tampa Bay, they said, "Hey, I remember you. I remember your wide receivers. We ain't scared. You gonna stop that run. Dak ain't gonna make no plays. We won't Dak throw 40 times. Ain't nothing gonna happen. We won't Dak to throw 40. Ain't nothing gonna happen. We know bad things happen when Dak throw 40 times. Remember, y'all, we had some success running the ball against them. And they're gonna play this a little bit different than when they played last time. What did the Jaguars defender say? Predictable mash route. And I jumped it. So being predictable, Kellen Moore, it's unacceptable. All that no Turpin been used, no Tony Pollard been used. I expect to see them all being used. I expect Turpin to go deep. I expect y'all to let it all out. Tony Pollard lined up at wide out. I expect that all to happen. I expect for you to empty out that playbook. Because if we ain't seeing Tony Pollard in a receiving game more, if we ain't seeing Turpin going deep, stretching out this defense, then we gonna then what we said about Kellen Moore this whole year. Now I'm looking at Jerry. Jerry, what's your problem? You treat this man like Jason Garrett? You treat them like Jason Garrett? You know good and well. What's the point of you remember what the Bears did with Devin Hester? They used him in the passing game. They said, we're going to use your speed. They used Joshua Cribbs, passing game. Could have swore Dion was lining up at wide receiver. What do the Jaguars use with their kick returner? Getting him the ball. But Turpin? You just use him on probably can count on one hand how many times that he probably didn't have the ball this year on a jet sweep or something. I could probably count on one hand. Everybody in the history of the game has used their explosive players, whether it's offense or defense, to their benefit. Everybody in the history of the game has number one wide receivers, and they use them in crunch time. But for some reason, this team don't. For some reason, they want to throw to Noah Brown. Facts. No, the best that you probably see Tampa was against the Bucks. That's the best that you probably seen Tampa. Tampa ain't the same as week one, right? They came out to play. They were fully healthy, right? To the best of their ability, and they had extra time to prepare. We still got the same film and extra time to prepare. One more day. So we're going to burn that Commanders film. And we're going to get up on this Bucks film. We don't care about what happened with the Commanders. We just care about Tom Brady. We care about flattening Tom Brady. And if you can't do that, there's going to be some hell being caused in Texas with them Cowboys. So they better get their stuff together. They got 7 days. 7 days. But anywho, man, I'm about to get up out of here, man. Get ready for this championship game with Georgia and TCU. Get ready to chill, see what they got going on, man. I should have probably made a bet, but I know for sure. Hey, I know who I got my money on Monday night. Hey, I'm going all in on Dallas, y'all. Hey, it is what it is, man. Hey, I'm going money line on Dallas. I'm going money line on Dallas. I hope the spread reverses, though, to Tampa's favor. But I'm going money line on Dallas, man. And I'm going for it. Hey, I'm going big. And I seen that, and I ain't gonna lie, I seen that Jaguars and Chargers, and then I seen Mike Williams got hurt. And I might got Jaguars on that one. Just the momentum of them beating us, and then the Titans. I think they ride that and get that win, and then they go home after that. Vikings and the Giants. I got Vikings. Who else was it? Niners and the Seahawks. The Niners. Niners got that. What else? I'm tripping. I'm missing. I know I'm missing a couple. But yeah, man, I'm going big, man. I'm going big on that. I ain't gonna lie, y'all going big, man. I'm gonna be back in the countryside this week, man, where we can get back to the casino betting, y'all. Hey, I'm going big. I ain't doing no playing, man. I'm going big, man. I'm telling you, I'm going big. I'm going big, man. You know, I'm gonna stick it out. Hey, I've been believing in Dallas since week one. It's been to my benefit. Regardless of the BS that we done been going through, and especially the discouraging game that we went through yesterday, I'm still going to put my money on Dallas, man. I'm still going to put it on Dallas. Hey, that'll be interesting, though. Hey, one thing's for sure, shout out to Pete Carroll and Geno Smith. That's a heck of a coaching job to get Seattle in the playoffs. Because one for sure, I knew Packers wasn't going to be in it, but I thought Seahawks was definitely done for. And for them to go ahead and be in the position that they're in now, that's a hell of a coaching job, y'all. So shout out to the Seahawks on that. Shout out to the Giants for going ahead and get in, right? You know, it's going to be, pretty funny that you're going to go ahead and be one and done. But, hey, it's a good coaching job, though, right? Shout out to Philly for being one and done, right? Shout out to Philly. Oh man, you got 3 NFC East teams. One going on, and then after that, another one going home. And that going to the upper room. Yeah. They going to the upper room. But anyway, man, we're out of here, man. You know what I'm saying? I'll talk to y'all soon, man. I'm gone.